of unapologetic conversation. Welcome to Straight to Tape. My name is C. Perry II, the Mr. Fantastic of podcastings, Fantastic Four. First, the comedian, professional joke slinger, Tico the Gaia. What's good, Tico?
What it do, what it be like, y'all people talk about it. I live it all day, every day, twice on a Tuesday. Used to do it on a Sunday. Now I just praise, and I say I praise, and I say I praise. How y'all doing?
Ha ha!
That's what I'm
The
talking about.
hell?
Yeah, I don't even know if I should say amen or what the hell. I don't know. What?
Depends on your preference. You ought not be splitting on fence. You ought to be don't be riding the fence.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the first lady of S2T, the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y. What's good, Key?
What's up, y'all? It's Keisha with a Y, aka Hip Hop Mom, aka I have already had a whole week's worth of shenanigans, and it's only Tuesday, Mom, and your mom's favorite mom.
Wow.
It's been a week.
Shenanigans Tuesday. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Absolutely.
deep. Yeah, that's deep for a Tuesday.
Mhm.
Guess you don't want no tacos today, huh?
No, I
no.
I made some McDougal chicken parts today, so it soothed my soul, so I was able to be here with you guys today.
You didn't know they was cannibals, did you? You didn't know they were cannibals.
Who the McDougals?
Yeah, the chicken
I said
parts.
chicken parts. I didn't say McDougal
Look,
parts.
that's what the McDougal's called.
Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah.
that's
No,
what it is.
absolutely
That's
not.
what it is.
Because Aaron McDougal, it doesn't matter. We could be like, okay, we're gonna grill some quick steaks on the grill,
Mhm.
or we're just gonna have like hot dogs and hamburgers, and out of nowhere comes a pack of seasoned chicken, a chicken pack that he has seasoned. Like if the grill is hot, some chicken has to go on it. That's the McDougal rule.
I can't even
I
front
love-
because as many times as I've partaken in the McDougal chicken parts, it is authentic chicken, and it's damn delicious.
I
So
don't know.
yeah,
I was talking to her dad, and I was like, we were talking about, what I'm saying, issues in life, and I was talking about
Mhm.
battered women. He was like, battered? I've been eating them plain this whole time. So, so
Woo!
Dang.
Starting already.
Ah,
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell my daddy.
Shh, don't you
Wow.
tell your daddy yet. Don't you tell your daddy. Shh.
I am.
Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, we cannot forget our social media assassin. For the Double Deuce, ladies and gentlemen, is Rob the Actual. What is good, Rob?
And I don't actually drink double deuces before the show. But
Still there with this?
yeah, we're still there, bro. We're still there. But now I'm
He
in the
keeps saying
building.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
He
Ready to kick this episode off, man. Thank you for joining Straight to Tape. Thank you for supporting your favorite podcast. And like I said, we in the building, man. Go ahead and drop a heart on this joint wherever you watching it on any of our podcasting platforms. Go ahead and drop a like, drop a heart. You know what I'm saying? Jump in the comments and rock out with us, man.
Yes. We should have an we plan on having an exciting show today, ladies and gentlemen. This is our Southern Soul Edition Part 2. We have a guest in the house. Young man by the name of Lokey Kountry. We're gonna talk about, his foray into the Southern Soul market. Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch Straight to Tape on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on Twitch, and on YouTube. The audio version of Straight to Tape, which is now powered by Acast. You can find it on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. That
look at
means
that. That's
Apple
fancy.
Podcasts. That means iHeart. That
All
means
of 'em.
Spotify. That means
All of them.
Apple.
All of
Amazon.
them.
That means Amazon Music. That means Google. You can find us there. Remember
What's
that,
little one
okay?
with all the color dots on it?
That's
Yes,
Google. That's
that's
Google.
Google.
That's Google Podcast. That's Google Podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And of course, make sure you go over to our YouTube channel, S2T Media. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, do everything you need to do there to keep up with your favorite podcast. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, IG, Straight to Tape.
Hey, yo, we got a lot of episodes out there too, man. It's a lot, man. We got a lot of
What's it
content out
been?
there, bro.
3 years?
Yeah.
Has it been 3 years?
Yeah, it's been more than that. I mean,
We have-
we're getting into year 4.
Yeah, we have seen
Yeah.
podcasts come, we've seen them go. So, you know what I mean?
Bye,
And we're
bitches.
lucky enough to be around.
Exactly.
here.
We're still here. We're still doing our thing, and we thank y'all for riding with your favorite podcast.
Yep.
Now, you know how we get the show started. We take a look at the news stories over the past week in a section of the show that we call the headline grab.
I'm nervous.
Oh, hell.
Oh yeah. So where are we gonna start, ladies and gentlemen? Where are we gonna start? You know what? Since I know this has been big in the news, let's start here. Relationship coach Kevin Samuels dies at the age of 56.
So I want to stop us here. Was he really a relationship coach? Or was
Well-
he simply a social media influencer with his cricket tie in this picture?
I mean, I would say, I mean, yeah, I mean, as much as every other person on social media considers themselves a life coach and shit, no offense, Tico.
Don't make
As
me
much
put
as
him on.
every-
Don't make me put him out of here today.
Damn it,
as
I'm
much as
doctored.
every other person
I'm a
considers themselves
doctor. I'm an internet doctor.
some type of life
Okay.
coach, some type of relationship expert, some type of this expert, that expert. I mean, I just consider him a social media influencer, and I'm not slighting him. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it
Yeah,
is. I mean,
absolutely.
everybody with a platform is a fucking life coach these days. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
you know,
So
Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, you know, he great transition from
same
comedian,
thing.
straight
Yeah,
comedian
yeah,
to,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the loving and telling
Who,
about
Steve
love
Harvey?
and
Yeah.
and all
Yeah,
that good
but
stuff.
Now
you
he's
know,
a fucking judge, yo. That show
Yep.
is terrible, by
it's
the way.
terrible. That is terrible.
be that
Terrible.
as it may, it might be terrible. Be that as it may, but
As a minute, he
Eh,
pocketed off it.
It's on the
eh,
television.
Exactly. Well, look, Kevin Samuels, like I say, YouTube
I was
creator.
trying to change the subject, obviously.
Yeah,
But
YouTube creator, self-styled relationship coach. Okay, passed away at the age of 56. And it was going around social media. This was last Thursday that he had passed away before it was confirmed that, he did pass away of what looks like an apparent cardiac arrest. Now,
How he
Kevin
died
said,
on top of me.
stop it. Okay, stop it. All right. Now, Kevin Samuels, content creator. I mean, look, he pretty much let's just say he went into hyperdrive based off of what?
I bet he did. That little young thing. She was
Shut up,
23.
Tico. Shut up,
Anyway.
Tico. Okay, but his platform and his stature, went into hyperdrive after.
Stature, wasn't he like 5'6"? Never mind.
come on.
Sorry.
Okay.
Bad.
When one of his videos went viral. Okay, and here's just a piece of that for one particular video
Bye, I got to go.
that went viral.
Don't start, Keisha. Get your ass back in here, yo.
really, get back in here. Get back
Come
in.
on, man.
You better be back in when I play this. I'm about to play it now. Anyway, here you go.
You should want the best for your son.
Of course.
But this
I
is,
did.
and are you thinking, back up.
If he brought home a
Then-
woman, yes, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. But when
No,
I
you're
advise-
not. That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life has proven to you that you're not.
My love life is not that good. I agree with you. Because
That's my point, and ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid 30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
So, it was this particular video that blew up. Okay, and he grew his platform, was rather controversial. Because of I'll say this, because of the advice that he was giving or the way his advice was taken, and his passing. Whoo. So I gotta admit, social media lost their mind with his passing, with some of the comments that were out there that were reveling in his demise.
Mm-hmm.
That were
Yeah,
truly,
that's
truly reveling in
too
his
far,
demise.
too much. That is, it is. My I guess view on that is just shut up about it. You don't have to talk about it. And all of these people, women especially, that hated him so much, it's amazing that they still continue to consume his content. Because I literally saw one, it wasn't that video, but I literally saw one video and I was like, nope, this ain't for me. So I never ever circle back around to see what he was doing or what he was saying or whatever. And really didn't ever click on anything that had to do with his name until he passed, trying to get the confirmation or whatever. So it is, social media turns people into psychopaths, basically. Like, there's no way our permanent guest host and I co-wrote an analogy that says you hate peas, but you go to Food Lion and buy, oh yeah, wish I could get some green beans, but peas are 3 cans for $1. So you buy some cans of peas and you take them home and you cook them and you eat them, all while screaming, I fucking hate peas, yo. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Like, there's so much shit out here on this internet that you could enjoy, and you are in complete control of, for the most part, what you consume on social media platforms. Yet and still, people want to consume shit that they hate and then just be angry and spew all this vitriol around it. Like, stop doing that shit. Just stop doing it. And if these people didn't do that, then we wouldn't be having this conversation about people reveling in the demise of Kevin Samuels, because you wouldn't know shit about him. You wouldn't know what he was doing. You wouldn't know what he was saying. He would just be another person that you didn't follow or you didn't know who the fuck was that passed away. And then you would probably grant the normal, what is it? Normal obligatory rest in peace.
Oh man, right. Oh man, that's messed up. Rest in peace.
Right,
Yeah, right.
right. Sorry. I feel, prayers to your family, thoughts and prayers. And then we could have moved on from this shit by now.
Yeah.
But no,
look.
y'all want to watch a whole bunch of videos of some niggas saying some shit that you don't like. You know you're not going to like when you click on it, but you still click on it and you still watch it. And then your blood pressure goes up. Like, y'all trying to shorten your life. I'm not trying to shorten my life like that.
Because
Not that
the
way.
thing is, yeah. Go ahead, Quay.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting because, like you said, it's about the people, basically consuming it, knowing that you didn't really like it, but in that is a lesson This was capitalism 101.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Bottom line, Kevin Samuels was no different than your Howard Sterns, than your
Right.
Rush Limbaughs, than a lot of people that say incendiary shit, but then they turn around and make a whole career off of
Right.
it.
Right.
Kevin Samuels, actually, a friend of mine sent me a clip of him all but basically admitting that when he was saying all of this stuff to men, nobody paid a whole bunch of attention. He was talking the same shit to men.
Mm-hmm.
Whether the delivery was palatable to you or not, he was talking the same type of shit to men, but nobody paid attention. Men didn't get up in arms, you know what I'm saying? But he knew, and like this or not, he knew that when he would pivot his energy towards women, his platform was going to take off.
Mm-hmm.
And it did.
Exactly.
It's capitalism
Yeah.
101, people.
And
Yeah.
that viewership and that platform acted just as he had supposed it would. And the reason why I ask you about him being a relationship expert is because this nigga has no credentials, no actual schooling credentials, nor does he have relationship life experiences, unless you want your coach's ideal to be based on negative experience. So he's just basically talking shit. He's just basically talking shit about whatever, right?
I gotta say this. I had a chance to look at some of the, I looked at some of the videos where he was critiquing men. Where he was critiquing men. Okay. And he was going in just as hard. But you know how many views those had?
Two,
Like
five.
like 188,000. Okay.
Mhm.
When I did the comparison on the clips where he was talking to women,
Mhm.
yeah, they were all over 1 million.
Mhm.
They were
Absolutely.
all over 1 million.
We're kind
And I
of.
mean,
I swear, women are kind of odd in that respect.
mhm.
Um, just wanting to consume things that we don't agree with, just so we could rebut. I'm not saying it's a. I'm not saying all women,
Shout out to Tico.
but but a lot of them listen to refute as opposed to listening to understand. And that statement there by no means means that I agree with most of the shit this dude said. However, just I guess female culturally, that's what we do, and that's why those videos had millions of views as opposed to the videos you know
Yeah.
about men had hundreds of thousands of
Let me
views,
make
which is
this
still a
really,
lot
really
for some
right.
bullshit, but
Well, let me make
not
this
as
point
many.
though. Let me make this quick point. And Tico, I know you've been waiting. I want you to get in here too, but let me make this point. Here's another thing that I have to say, like it or not. And again, I think I said this on my social media platform. I am not what you would call a Kevin Samuels follower. I didn't agree with a whole lot of shit that he said, but some of the shit he said made sense. Like it or not, I know some of y'all gonna be like, "Oh, here you go," but it did, and I didn't really consume a whole lot of his media either. But like Keisha, especially in the wake of his passing, I went and looked at some stuff, and along the way before, I would see him on social media. Okay, let me click and see what this dude is talking about. A lot of stuff that man said made sense. And here's the interesting thing: we're talking about women, right? I've heard from a lot of women regarding Kevin Samuels, and interestingly enough, a lot of women have said it's not so much what he was saying, it's how he was delivering it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's absolutely the delivery. And if you start to dig down into it, his against the root of his platform, right?
Exactly.
Because again, this nigga got 3 failed marriages. What the fuck can you tell me? I only have one, but what the fuck can you tell me, right?
I got two.
Right, Lisa, right.
He's a self-made man, and we all know someone who I'm trying to say this without fucking shit up, but we all know someone who has remade themselves into something that they really don't represent in their everyday life, right?
We voted. One was voted into the White House 4 years ago.
Correct. I mean, but personally know someone that
True.
has transformed themselves into something. And again, there's balance here, right? So they tell you to dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. I get all that,
Right, Dr.
right?
Rob. Mhm.
But the crux of this dude's platform was relationships and peddling to women ideals, and I'm not going to say they're right or wrong, but ideals about how to get this whole high dollar man. He really wasn't a high dollar man when he started talking this shit. He became a high dollar man, and then he's still 3 failed marriages and still no potential for the acquisition of this high dollar woman, a concept that he created basically.
Mhm.
You don't like you are this nigga's in the matrix, yo. Like you're projecting something and you always want to like project and say what you want out loud and it'll come to you, but too much shit was talks. Too much shit was spoken for you to have not obtained this whatever it is ideal that you built in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So my
Mhm.
prediction is that these women, we're gonna hear from them. We're gonna hear from
Hey,
them.
yo.
I can
Um,
almost
y-
guarantee that shit.
y'all are really active in the comments. Keep it coming. Really appreciate that. Yeah, keep the dialogue going in the comments about this. Tico, go ahead and cook, brother.
um, I'll pass the peas like they used to. Look,
Don't eat in peace.
like you
Yeah.
all said, man. You know, as far as like he, he built himself, he made himself a brand, right?
Mhm.
That's what it is. Um, he touched and he had a niche, and he rubbed on it, and everybody went to flocking to it. He's a shock jock. Rob said it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I can't, you know, you might not like the content, but you just can't hate the hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm not a big Tyler Perry fan. I'm not one to go rush to go see his movies or anything like that. But I do respect that man's hustle for owning all that property and doing from living in his car, from you know what I'm saying, from building the White House. You know what I'm saying on his land. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock that hustle. But the thing that got me, I don't know if you all saw it. I'm just to change gears. I don't know if you all saw it, but the TMZ report, the call, the 911 call. Y'all see that?
I didn't
I didn't
listen to
listen
it.
to it.
Oh word, like oh word. The girl sounded like real. How was she like 23? Right? She sounded really young, yo. She was like
She's
mad young.
26.
26. Yeah, she sounded young. But anyway, she what what got me, it wasn't the fact that because she was a nurse and she knew exactly what she was doing. But the thing about it, what got me was like customer service. Does anybody give a fuck about customer service anymore? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I really need y'all to listen to the record, man, because
What was a
the
911
operator,
person like? What
yeah,
you want?
it was the 911 person was like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Are you in a house or an apartment? Again, she was like, I don't know. She was like, you don't know if you're in a house or an apartment? I was like, what? I was like, what? And then she was, the girl, she was like, yeah, she was like, hold on, ma'am, I got to call the ambulance. And she said,
Oh my God.
and so then when the ambulance person got on the phone, they was like, is the person unconscious? She was like, yeah, he's turning blue. You know what I'm saying? I need some help. I need y'all to, he's like, well, okay. And then like snippet, it then went back to like
She's a
1,
whole nurse though.
2, 3, 4. He was counting as she was doing the whole, you know what I'm saying? She was like,
She was
look,
Yeah,
doing
she's a
chest
nurse.
compressions on him.
right. So she was like, yo, look, he need a fucking damn one of them, what you call them, defibrillators. He need them defibrillators down, you know what I'm saying, in the front office. Either you call or I'm going to call. You know what I'm
Shut up,
saying? Front
Shut up,
office,
Keisha.
whatever, you know what I'm saying? Wherever he was living at,
Shut up,
apartment
Keisha.
complex, wherever he was staying at. So he was like, yo, she was like, no, ma'am, don't get off the phone because anything could happen. Like, yeah, being on the phone with you, he died. Anyway, so it was like funky like that, like customer service, man. I was like really jacked up on that shit, man. That shit was crazy, man. Like they had like 2 hours of video training and shit. That shit
My
pissed me
finger has
But
off.
never been so itchy.
but again, like okay. And I'm not okay. Let me backtrack a little bit. I am not like glossing over the fact that yes, his delivery was very brash. It was very abrasive. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I got to keep it a buck, man. So is a lot of the music we listen to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the music is just as disrespectful, but you know what I'm saying? We be out on the dance floor dancing to that shit, you know what I'm saying, singing it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Uh there's that. And then people go and listen
That's
to
kind of oranges and kumquats, friend.
it's I mean,
It's not
I
apples and
understand
oranges. I get your comparison, but is
there's merit to it.
like
There's
I
merit
really
to it.
don't. I really don't do
music is
this. I really don't do this.
right.
But put it
But
in my
music
mouth. Ooh,
is
that's my
See,
shit.
see,
music is entertainment, right?
this
You
is
choose
entertainment.
music to entertain you. No, a lot of no, absolutely. I have fucking been attempted to be Kevin Samuels in the dating world before. Like, no, it's not. That shit was not
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
entertainment
whoa,
to
whoa, whoa,
people.
whoa, 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 whoa. Key, please explain.
So there have been a few occasions where dudes are dropping these Kevin Samuels type quotes about like what I bring to the table and my age and the fact that I'm a single mother of 3 college age boys and like and it is I'm a member of a few like black single or black moms groups with single women in it, and this is shit is permeating through the dating world, like literally. Like a nigga would be like, oh, I'm interested in you, and this hasn't happened to me personally. It could, but it hasn't happened to me personally. But like you say the wrong thing and he's like, oh, well, you're fat anyway and you're over the age group of acceptable whatever, and all these Kevin Samuels fucking heads popping up with these quotes. Like this shit was not entertainment. Men especially, when he made that shift, men especially went to him to make themselves feel better
Exactly.
about not being enough. So because he was channeling at that time, he made the decision to channel his energy towards basically deprecating women. These men out here with an iota of a something ingested that and made that their own. That shit's not entertainment. Just like you said, he's a fucking life coach. I don't go to Snoop Dogg to tell me how to live my life. I don't go to whoever rapper to tell me how to live my life. I just don't. There may be a few here and there, but that shit's entertainment. Kevin Samuels is
But
not
okay.
entertainment to
But
most
so
people.
But you have to
who are
understand
being
this though, Key. You got to understand this though, Key. He's saying a lot of shit that men want to say. That men
They
like
want to
really like,
say,
but
and
they,
they
they
feel
want to say, but
justified.
at
Right.
this time can't say it. So it's just like What's the difference between that and listening to fucking single ladies? What's the fucking difference? Motherfuckers got here, you know what I'm saying? All my
but I
single,
don't
no,
go.
it's
Like,
that same type of
look,
empowerment. No, it's that same type of
lift every
empowerment
voice. You
type
can
thing.
say lift every
So
voice and
no,
sing. That's fine,
that's
Tito,
exact.
but
That's what I'm
don't-
saying. But
People don't
that's what-
go to music.
yes,
They don't
do.
go
Are
to
you sure,
music for
Keisha?
that.
Yes, they do. Keith.
Yes, people do.
Yes, they do,
It's entertainment. It's the bottom.
So,
if
I
it's
don't-
some people,
I don't
listen,
agree.
hold on,
to the left,
hold on.
I get
to the
it.
left,
Hold on.
to the left,
Some
to the
people
left. Come on.
internalize it, and we all know each other, and we know that we are smarter than that. Basically, you know what I'm saying. I ain't trying to
Right.
toot our own horn, but toot anyway. We're smarter than that. But some people do internalize these themes in music. And a lot of people internalize. Yes, Kevin Samuels put a battery in a lot of motherfuckers' back. You know what I'm saying? For better or for worse. It was, it's, I guess, worse in a lot of situations. But again, and I didn't say he was a life coach per se. I say he's a self-styled life coach. I want to make that clear.
Life coach. Okay.
And it's a lot of people that do that and make livings off of that type of thing. But it just so happens that this dude said incendiary shit to women, and he blew up. And a lot of the people that consumed that shit were women.
Yep.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sorry.
He made it's capitalism 101.
Which is weird because it would be like a Rush Limbaugh talking bad about the urban people, and then the urban people latching onto that shit and like.
Don't be
the right urban person. If he had the right urban person, he had the right urban person.
Because there was a period during the whole Rush Limbaugh, blow up on the radio. He did have a good amount of urban listeners that disagree with him, but guess what? They still listen. Look, I'm glad, Rob. I'm glad you brought the music element into this, okay? Because I would like to get our guest on because I this is a good conversation. I would like to know his thoughts on the whole Kevin Samuels passing as well. So look, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest in the house. Remember, this is the Southern Soul edition of Straight to Tape. I have a young Southern Soul crooner. Okay, his latest single. His latest single is out there, but just to give you a little taste, of our guest, I'm just gonna play this real quick for you. Check it out.
Carolina sky, tell you how to get out there. Let's take a ride. When I want peace, I leave the city streets. Hey, you're about to see the countryside. Headed down the county line. Oh yeah, cause they know how to get down, get down. Oh yeah, headed down the county line. Oh yeah, cause they know how to get down, get down. Oh yeah.
Gentlemen,
Fire.
his new single, Truck Driving Baddies, is available on all of your favorite podcasts and platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live in the S2T virtual studios, it is Lokey Kountry. Welcome to Straight to Tape.
Welcome to our home.
What's up, dude? Yo, say something again.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we can.
We got you.
Make sure. Had to make sure.
Hear you perfectly, my man. Look, I did just want to drag you in because we having this really, really good conversation about the passing of Kevin Samuels, and Rob brought up music. You do music. Kind of, what is your opinion on his passing? And him as a whole, with the whole influence, social media blowing up.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
First of all, Rob, I'm gonna say, man, beer game locked.
Bro, salute.
Don't come on here
Salute.
causing no trouble now. Don't you come on here causing no trouble.
Learn me the ways. Okay.
Salute, my brother. I will teach you. I will teach you the ways.
Straight to Tape. beard game products coming out in stores near you.
No doubt, no doubt.
So my
Fourth quarter.
Kevin Samuel, man, honestly, man, I never actually really listened to him until after he passed.
Mhm.
I've had friends or guys that I know that would tell me, "Hey, you need to listen to this dude or whatever." He's like, what I know about him more so post his death is he was a shock jock to a certain,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? He would give ideas of things. It's just like kind of like how Amber Rose kind of came out with the no slut shaming and everything like that. It was like,
Ooh, good comparison.
and it
Good
was
comparison.
oh, this is a real thing. And then everybody started to accept it. And then from there, you could see his influence start to build and really people take a hold of what he was saying as gospel, if you will. Now, again, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you take it as gospel or don't, you know what I mean? But it was shocking at first. And then it turned into, you know what? I like what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right.
So, I mean, as far as his passing, I mean, I hate to see, anybody
go.
lose their life and everything like that. Personally speaking, I don't know enough about him. I didn't follow him enough to say, cat or dog to
Mhm.
his disposition of life and how he carried on and everything like that. But from what I know from his followers, if you will, it's just kind of like anything on the internet now. Everybody has an opinion, and because of the social media platform, everybody has a chance to express that openly.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know.
So and again, man, I just like I like to look at things in a balanced way, man. And like I said, I actually heard from a lot of women that said it wasn't so much the content, like a lot of stuff that he said made sense. It was just his delivery and the fact that he did do a healthy amount of degrading
Only
black women, if you will.
only because he never, Rob, because he never lifted him up. He never told him exactly how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? When you're with your lady, you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to put her face down, ass up. You know what I'm saying?
See,
That's what you're
see.
supposed to do.
I knew it.
You know?
Keith, calm
You
down.
got
Keith, calm
F,
down.
you got
Calm
F.
down.
So that is our resident comedian, ladies and gentlemen. But then
Ooh, okay.
and again, in the wake of his
We put the
passing
back
and
page. He's still
saying,
talking. He's still talking. There you go.
Elevate your
He has a-
communications. D, divide into first fellowship of
Oh
one
no!
another.
Oh no! We're not doing that right now.
here he go, here
Um,
he go.
all right,
But
so
I'm curious. What was next?
N, nap together. A, align your plans together. S, slip into each other's DM and give each other nasty
are you
DMs.
spelling Kevin Samuel?
You unexpected sounds of this as you see, and P, after you have her face down, ass up. P, you play with that booty hole while you knock that back out. You see, when you give it deliverance like that, and you give
This nigga
uplifting,
right
and then when you give uplifting quotes like that, and you know what I'm saying, women will be, they
this
flock to
nigga
that.
here.
Rob,
So
hold on, Rob.
anyway,
No, Rob, no. That's your life coach.
why you
That's
have
your
to
life coach.
why you have to put him on me? Yeah, that's my
No,
life coach.
that
Tico was my life coach.
that's your life coach. Okay.
But
It is written,
so
it is
again,
so.
in the wake of this dude's passing and how people were acting on social media, man, like basically, so indifference is one thing, but basically low-key celebrating this dude. And I'm talking about even the aggressive indifference. Oh well, oops. Okay, next topic. You know what I'm saying?
You could
The
have just not
aggressive
said
indifference.
anything, right?
Uh,
You
You
could have
could
not said
all
anything.
you could have done is just scroll by, shut the fuck up, and not said nothing on social media.
Right.
But the
Yep.
aggressive indifference and the outright celebration of this dude's death, it says a lot
It's
about the people
disgusting,
making
yeah.
these comments
Right.
more so than it says something about Kevin
It
Samuels.
literally kind of bolsters his arguments, right? The
Mhm.
arguments he had in his life. it bolsters them. You can like sometimes just shut the fuck up. You don't have to say
Yeah.
anything. Everything doesn't require a response. Everything doesn't.
Exactly.
And if you want to take it to a holistic view, everything does not deserve your energy. Shut up. Sometimes.
But y'all gave plenty of energy to that. A lot of people gave plenty of energy to that
Mhm.
Absolutely.
last week, But look, guys, all right. That was a headline grab. Thank you for, enjoying that conversation with us. But you know what? I really, 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 we have a guest, Lokey Kountry. Now, Southern Soul. And I gotta ask, because look, ladies and gentlemen, look, I'm gonna be straight up, okay? Full disclosure, that's my family right there, okay? That is my family, all right, for sure. And I mean, I always had to ask, because you're younger, okay? I
Right.
mean, you look, you is a millennial, my family,
Yeah.
okay? Why did you decide to go down the road of Southern Soul? What inspired you?
All right. Yeah, that's a great question, cuz. But honestly, man, I've always been a lyrical person. So like in college, like most black college students, we rap and smoked a lot of weed. And I found it pretty lyrical, you know what I'm saying, in our freestyle battles in the car as we smoke weed and everything like that. And so once I graduated and actually became an adult and everything like that, started working and everything, I still was lyrical. I still smoked a little bit of weed too, but at the same time, I've always been a very lyrical person, and lyrics mean everything to me. Music. A beat is a solid base, but if you're saying something, is something different. So I started writing a song. It was actually my first song I wrote, "Love Hangover," and I actually
Mm.
for a female and a good friend of mine, To Be the Soli Ghost, and everything like that. You need to check him out too. Shout outs to him. But he actually inspired me to. He was like, "Man, you need to sing this song yourself. You don't know what's gonna happen. If you give this song to another artist, they may or may not do anything with it." And so me, I'm just kind of playing around, you know what I mean? And next thing you know, that song is recorded and then I'm sending it out and people are like, "Oh, you got other music?" I was like, "Well, I don't, but I can," you know what I mean? So towards Southern Soul, but I never actually, I mean, cuz no, you know what I'm saying? Like Southern Soul for us is kind of like just the cookout music,
Mhm.
the thing, whatever. But I'm actually, grew up 90s R&B, you know what I'm saying? Genuine, Usher, uh,
Do it.
Cisco and Drew Hill and the boys and all of that kind of thing. So like really delving into it, it's been different, but it's been a great experience. I didn't know how much um, work that goes into really producing the music, really getting the music out there. And honestly, man, Southern Soul is one of the last genres that you can that's not how can I say this, incorporated from like the Def Jams and the major labels and everything like that.
Oh
Like it's
wow, I didn't know that.
yeah, you can still like literally I can go to a show and have CDs on the table and people will buy those CDs. Like
Oh wow.
yes, it's crazy, but
Shit.
uh, it's also a fun group because they just want to have fun, man. They just want to listen to some good music, hear some songs that they can relate to, and just turn up. You know what I'm saying? Drink.
I get it. Let me tell you something, man. You know, as I sit here and I listen to the story, and I sat here and I hear Perry, and I'm looking at Perry's eyes when he's like, you know what I'm saying? This is family. This
Yeah,
is family. Even though you younger, in my mind, that started bubbling in my head. Then I hear the
Oh
story.
hell.
Then I
Oh
hear the
hell.
story on, you know what I'm saying, how this music came to be about. I get it. Perry was that he was that cuz that cool that older
Cousin
family
uncle.
member, cousin uncle that
Kunkel.
that that yeah that had weed and wouldn't mind smoking it with the younger folks. Therefore, doing that, probably in his car listening to some music. I get it now. I get it. I understand now. I feel it. It's formulating. I feel
Yeah,
it. I feel
yeah.
it.
Well, we was
Okay.
all at the family reunion, so I mean, whatever it takes. You feel me?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah. Look,
much, pretty much,
yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Woo, man. So, performing and being on the road, because I mean you've done shows and you're doing shows, okay? I still laugh every time I see those pictures of you doing the show with Sunshine Anderson and Mr. Cheeks, okay? I was like, wait a minute,
Shine.
what
North
the
Carolina Central
hell?
University, Sunshine Anderson.
Exactly. I was like, wait a minute, is that my cousin performing at this show? What? Okay, what's the experience? I mean, you mentioned the merch table, okay,
Right.
but what is that experience like? Being out there, especially being a newer up and coming artist, and performing in front of the crowd, and the type of reaction that they are giving you because of you.
Yeah, it's somewhat nerve wracking initially, but then once you get on stage and these people are giving you energy, and energy is transferable, So
Mhm.
I'm trying to give them energy, they're giving me back energy and everything like that, and it's kind of a out of body experience. I almost sometimes I think about later on in life. It's like, man, I remember I was doing the show with Sunshine Anderson. You know what I'm saying? And even like doing the show with her, I was telling her, I was like, and maybe I shouldn't have said this, but I was like, I used to look up to you, or I used to have a big crush on you as a kid, and then it kind of maybe reminded her of how old she was currently. But you know what I'm saying? Still beautiful. Still.
Heard it all before.
Yes,
Yeah, she heard it all before.
that's what she said. She said I heard it all before, but but no, but on some real, man, it's really just it's enjoying your life. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to see that. You know what? In a few years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, God willing, man, I can look back and be like, man, I was like the Everest guy. I was sitting on my couch, minding my business, and all of a sudden, I start writing songs and I'm performing with big names like Big Rob and Sir Charles and all of these big names and everything like that. And so it's just something beautiful to look back at. And I think about it. I try to live in the moment at that moment. But then I also think about, man, this is a moment that I can look back at. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful, man. Like, honestly.
So let me
When
ask you
did you
something.
start
I'm sorry.
singing? Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead, King.
Say that.
When did you start? When did you start singing? How? Like church as a child?
Oh yeah. I grew up in church and everything like that. Dad is a pastor, mom a first lady, and everything like that. And so when I went to college, I became lewd and lascivious, and
It's always
There you
them
go.
ones. It's
hey,
always the
Always them ones.
pastor's
Yep.
voice.
That's kids.
Always.
He'll come back. He'll come back.
Always.
He'll come back.
No.
He'll come back.
right. No, but no, I started out in church, man, and actually my dad, he actually had a singing group. It's called Style, and I'm actually working on a documentary for them.
Oh,
Um,
word.
Oh
Word.
wow, dope.
yeah, they started out of St. Augustine's College and everything out in Raleigh and everything,
What's up?
and so they actually went to the Apollo and everything. So I kind of grew up listening, hearing music and everything, like people performing that I live with performing. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of normal to me to kind of be singing. You know what I mean? So that started that.
So
Oh,
how
no,
are you?
Sheree. No, y'all the
How,
wildest
all
ones,
right.
bro.
So all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
So
it.
how are you
Yeah.
how are you being received by the OGs, you know what I'm saying, in the game, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a different the music is changing,
Yeah,
and so I remember like I listened to it too. Yeah, Southern soul, look at house music.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I love. That's what I call it. That, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is to me. And so how are you being received by the OGs?
I mean, right now it's kind of they receive me pretty well. I mean, it's just kind of like uh let me see. I guess kind of like LeBron having the top rated or the guy that's drafted into the NBA. It's kind of like you made it. You know what I'm saying? You made it to the NBA, but it's a long way to get to
Welcome, but don't
where
get comfortable.
exactly.
Right.
But it's all love because at the end of the day, again, this genre has not really been tainted by industry tactics, if you will. You know what I mean? And a whole lot of I'm trying to get you before you get me and everything like that. I mean, that's in there. Of course, it's still the music, but overall, man, we need each other to survive, to keep the music going, because it is such a niche market to a certain extent. And so, like where they say the Chitlin circuit and everything like that. Sir Charles, he can have a show by himself and everything, but you know, when he has Tucker and then he has Calvin Richardson and then he has Pokey Bear added onto a show, these guys, they can go all over the place doing shows, and it makes the music it stabilizes the music, you know what I mean? And ultimately, just like with anything, you're gonna get to a point where you want to hear something else to a certain extent, and then you're also gonna have to have something else. So to have younger artists coming in and really appreciating what it is that Southern Soul is and everything like that, and still carrying that torch, I'm sure that they appreciate it. I'm sure they have opinions about I wouldn't do it like that and everything like that, but that's
So they gotta keep the culture
Right.
going.
Gotta keep it
Yeah.
going, right? I mean, you know, I mean, so it's sort of like, yeah, like you said, sort of like passing the torch, and it's also that type of music that, you know, you be at the cookout, your family be playing it, we kids, we heard the music,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Ooh, did they say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. But you know, right? I got you. Keep that torch going, bro. Keep it going, man, for the younger
Mhm.
generation, man. It keeps
Yep.
the family together. A
Absolutely.
family that go to liquor houses together and eat chicken wings together, stay together.
Yeah.
Happy birthday! Happy
birthday.
birthday! It's always
Happy
somebody's
birthday.
birthday at the liquor house.
Always
At the
saying.
liquor house.
It's dope as-
Yo,
is.
yo, Kate, talk not you, hip hop mom. I'm talking low key.
Oh, what was I got?
Talk about your latest single, truck driving baddies. I you know,
He
a
gets
song
emotional when he
about
talks about it.
look,
Not
I ain't gonna
as
lie.
emotional as you know
When
what.
I
but
heard it,
emotional.
when I heard it, I was like, "Yo, really? Okay." So, look, talk to people about your latest single and the and the dedication that you're giving with the song.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so Truck Driving Baddie is the newest song that I got out. One is on all platforms, so it's Truck Driving Baddie and everything. Please check that out. But really what I started with that, I actually was on Instagram and just kind of flowing through Instagram, rolling and everything like that. And I saw this girl, she was driving the truck, you know what I'm saying? And I never really paid attention to truck drivers or anything like that, but I assumed they were, middle-aged or white men, you know what I'm saying? Or black men, you know what I mean? Not really thinking about um, women were also truck drivers and everything like that. But this particular woman was very attractive, you know what I mean? So I was like, hey, she bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, like she's a truck driving baddie. Oh my gosh, I grabbed a pen and started to write, you know what I mean? But no, it really the song became more as I did research, because me, again, lyrics are most important, you know what I mean? So I didn't just want to write a song about a good looking woman that drives a truck. It's kind of like, that's not hitting the mark for me, you know what I mean? So I actually did some research into truck driving, the lingo, what goes into it. And also I was very, very surprised at how many women actually drive trucks. I mean, they are literally taking over the game like every
Yeah.
day. Schools specifically for women,
Yep.
melanated women too. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yep.
schools for melanated women, but a lot of melanated women are really taking hold of the truck driving industry. And I mean, they look good and they drive great. You know what I'm saying? They are dedicated business women. These women have entrepreneurship goals and everything like that, and that's to be represented and respected, to be honest with you. And so the more I got into writing the song, the more respect I gained for their grind and everything like that, and the more pride that came behind it. And so once I completed it, I was so excited to put it out there to the masses, because I knew no one had represented these women in this way before. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, they're gonna love this. And so then I posted it and I had like one like, you know what I'm saying? Like the first hour or so that I had posted it. But then it started to snowball. I mean, like, and it's still, even now, it's still taking off. People are using it for TikToks and everything like that. So very, very proud of the song. Very, very proud to be a part of the legacy and the things that the ladies, the female truckers are doing right now. And to have a song that could potentially be their theme song for years to come or whatever, man, that's awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a great record. Again, Truck Driving Batty, man, check it out. Check it out on all.
Word.
Just
That's what's
Yo,
added
up.
to my playlist.
tour wise, okay? Because I
Mhm.
know you on the road. I know you're hitting up some shows. What do you have? What do you have upcoming?
Yeah. So actually this weekend I'm gonna be in Garland, North Carolina, for a trail ride at the ranch and everything like that. So that's
You ride horses.
I don't ride horses, but I can sing about them. You know what I mean? But
No,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah. Selfless plug. You know, I got a song called "Make Sure It's Taco Tuesday." Make sure you get my taco meat out. But
This nigga done brought taco meat to the show. Oh gosh.
but yeah. So no,
On
there's
a
a
Tuesday.
called Trail Ride that
On a Tuesday.
very, very popular in the trail rides. But following that, June 11th, I'll be in Texas at Round Rock, Texas, or something like that. So it's a great show. And then the following weekend, I'll be back in North Carolina at Kenley. And in July, I'll be in Charlotte.
Hey, that's where my family's from.
Yeah. So Emporia, and then I actually go to Garland, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Which is,
Mm.
I mean, I have some stuff, and then they're still coming. So with every show that I do, potentially there's another show or two that can be added to um,
Mm-hmm.
my schedule, if you will. So it's fun, man, and it's game 6 every time. You know what I mean? So it's like out here and just win. You know?
Yo, you actually, I know the show in Charlotte. You actually have a show with a partner of ours, AG Thomas.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I turned AG onto your stuff, and he's like, yo, he's really got something.
yeah,
And so look, definitely when you do the show in Charlotte with AG, get a picture, tag Straight to Tape on it, okay? Because
Absolutely.
two guests from Straight to Tape on the same bill. Come on,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Make it
You know what
happen.
I'm saying? Yeah. But look, cuz finally, just to let the people know where, I'll say this, where you want to be in 5 or 10 years in this game. And one more thing, for those that are around your same age bracket
Mhm.
that might not be into Southern Soul, what would you tell them to listen?
Yeah. So I guess the first part, as far as where I want to be in 5 years, really being able to pull my own bill, you know what I mean? Being able to hold down a whole show, be a headliner at a show, and or just be an influencer with Southern Soul. And that leads to the second part of your question as far as the younger people. So now influencer is a real actual term and everything like that. Um, and almost like an ambassador. So me being a younger artist and a younger person in Southern Soul, which is kind of an old man game, if you will, um, there is a lot of young talent that's coming into Southern Soul, and one of the biggest names in Southern Soul right now, King George. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's around my age. He might be younger, might be a little older. I'm not sure, but he has really brought mainstream social media to Southern Soul. So most times people listen to Southern Soul, it reminds them of a nostalgic, oh, this was when I was at my cookout, the family reunion and everything like that. But what we're trying to do, and what artists like King George, myself, and other artists, very talented artists that's coming in, are trying to do, is bridge the gap from it being, oh, that's my auntie's music, to no, this is your music. Like and Jay Morris, these other young groups or whatever, these are bringing these groups are bringing younger listeners into the fold. And so for me, it is very important to solidify those fans now, because they're listening to us while we're in our early 30s or late 20s or whatever it is. But then once we peak at 45, and you know what I mean, those ages, these are we become the Sir Charleses of that genre. We have a big base, we have a big following, and we are trending because we have taken up the torch for the next generation of Southern Soul listeners and artists as a whole. So to wrap that all up, basically just keep an ear out for Southern Soul, because Southern Soul sound is changing. It's becoming a lot more precise, a lot more cleaner, produced right. Tracks and everything like that. They aren't the hole in the wall kind of things. It's we have better production behind it, or a lot of
So
artists have better production behind it. So
what's the plan to keep the balance? Because you say a lot of the part of the culture is because you're not like, and this question would have a way different answer if we're talking like 20 years ago, right?
right.
But today, independent artists are a dime a dozen.
Mhm.
But with the building of the culture, the building of the fan base, that makes it much more juicy and palatable for record companies, right? Because they just haven't caught the wave yet.
Right.
Um, how do you approach? How do you see yourself approaching that? Because I think eventually it will be. You will be approached.
Right.
So would you keep it independent or would you run for the money?
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I think because of the woke generation and of millennials, everybody knows about 360 deals and how
Mhm.
we can be, or at least you're familiar with it and everything like that. So independent has pretty much been the wave. Nipsey Hussle, all these guys
Mhm.
that have even done it in the majority or the major genres and everything like that. So I guess it is important to say that independence in this in this arena is going to be the balance, because at the end of the day, when you come to us, we knew you didn't want us for the last 30 years, 40 years. You know what I mean? We knew we weren't good enough for the last X amount of years. So now that you're coming to us, we must be making waves. We must be
Right.
pulling the genre, so then we can leverage that with the deals that we want, as
Right.
opposed
Yeah.
to deals that were given based on
30
um
years. It's been longer
well,
than that.
yeah, absolutely.
We've been friends. We all been friends for about 30 years. It's been way
Right,
longer than that, yo.
right. So it's like it's just really just understanding the value in having something that no one else or another genre doesn't have or has been looked over. And then on top of that, again, um it's the circuit, the community in Southern Soul. Like,
Mhm.
it's a certain way that you're gonna go to a Southern Soul festival. You can be cute, but you ain't got to be all like that. It's your aunties. You can be as comfortable as you really want to. Like, nobody gonna say anything to you for the most part. I mean, so
Well, you just be prepared for one of your colleagues to be like Eddie Ruffin. He
oh
going.
yeah, oh
So what
yeah,
y'all gonna do? Just prepare your plan. I'm just saying.
oh yeah.
Perry.
That just
uh
is that.
come on, cuz just have it ready. You know what you
Oh
know
yeah,
what it is.
oh
You
yeah.
know what it is.
Royce.
You know what
Is
it
that cuz right
is.
there, Roy?
That's cuz right there too. Exactly.
Hey, how you doing, man? Looking up to the side,
Look,
I already know, man. Yeah, that's family right there for sure.
exactly. Look, ladies and gentlemen, his latest single, Truck Driving Baddie, is available on all of your favorite streaming platforms. When he's on tour, when he's in the area, you want to have an experience in Southern Soul, make sure you go ahead and check him out. Ladies, look, low key,
Yes, sir.
thank you. Thank you for flowing through the straight to tape.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Definitely. If
I
you look,
appreciate you guys,
you
man.
need, you need a sexy man on that video
Answer.
when
Lord have mercy.
the
Don't
trucker
let me
ladies, when
just
them
say
trucker
no.
ladies come through, when them trucker ladies
Just
come
say
through.
no.
You know what I'm saying? I got a strong back, and my forehead and the back of my head looks nice. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
say
So you
no
can
to
catch
Tico.
So listen,
Okay.
bro.
Well, be careful.
Yo, respect on the beard game, right? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Respect on that. So like, you know, it's quite simple, man. It's quite simple. See, the key to a
Oh hell.
full luxurious beard
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm listening.
is tasting the nectar of
Oh,
the
okay.
key of
Okay.
life.
Yes.
Ladies
I
and
don't
Y'all
ever
thought it
put
gentlemen.
was
Rob.
gonna
I
be
don't
me.
ever
Y'all
put
thought it
Rob
was gonna
off.
be me. Y'all
However,
thought it
Yeah.
was gonna be me.
he
Y'all
had
thought it
that
was gonna be
pregnant
me.
pause there just
Yeah.
for me to get time
And
to. And there he goes again, still talking like Tico, still trying to talk while he's off the stream. And I had to put him off for the second time in the whole history of the show. I think maybe there's one more other time, but
No, you've never
never today
given
was
him the button.
2
Never,
times. 2 times.
never,
Is he,
Wow.
never,
is he still
never.
talking?
it's
Okay?
like it's luxurious enough
No,
because you off to a good start right now. Because so it looked like you already kind of low key know.
Oh yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yourself
saying?
now.
Okay,
I
you
saw
feel
what you
me?
did. I saw what you did with that. I saw what you did there.
You feel me?
That was smooth. That was smooth
Nice.
though. That was
Yeah.
smooth. But look, ladies and gentlemen, Lokey Kountry, make sure you're checking him out on all of your favorite streaming platforms.
Peace.
Cuz thank you for coming through the straight to tape.
Man, love you, cuz, man. I appreciate you, cuz, man. Now y'all all cuz, man. I appreciate
No
all.
doubt.
That's
I
what's
think
up. That was
Thank
Much
you.
love, brother.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Woo, man, oh man, oh man. Yo, that was fun. That was fun. And I'm still shocked that you knocked Rob out the show.
Robert.
Okay.
Robert.
You
How
know,
could
you,
you?
you don't do that with Rob.
Just go ahead.
You know
Just
what I
go
mean?
ahead and hit the
You do
comment
that.
section to wrap this
You
shit. So I can
you
sleep.
look. You do that with Tico. I mean, really.
I already
you do
told
that
y'all
with
I had a
Tico.
bad day today. Just go ahead and wrap the show, okay?
And
Rob,
that's
show some
usually
love.
me. That's usually
Yep.
me. Like, yo, rap the damn show. Come on.
Yo, bro,
Anyway,
show some love to the comment section. Go right ahead, bro.
yo, man. Listen, man. Y'all were active in the comments, man. I mean, you know, we had some really, you know, pertinent content to discuss, man. So we appreciate y'all as always rocking with your favorite podcast, sharing the stream, you know, all the reacts, you know what I mean, the hearts, the likes, the laughs, all of that, man. But we really love it when you drop in the comments and add to the show. So, like, you know, right off the bat, man, gotta mention my man Daniel Allen. We had Sharon D in the building, my man Raj the Big Chief, Candy on the come through. I got a bone to pick with Candy for having Taco Tuesday the night we have our podcast.
Tuesday.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I
right.
mean, but it is
I
Taco
think
Tuesday.
I think it's a
We can
conspiracy.
really
Well,
think
yeah, it
that
is Taco
through.
Tuesday. Okay.
Just put us on the big screen.
Perry, shut up. You're in the Matrix. Big shout out to Anissa for coming through and adding to the comments. Yo, also Latarsha S. She was watching from YouTube. My man Doc Rob in the building on the check-in. As always, my homie Cherie. My man Champ, Record Store Podcast, sharing the stream. Appreciate you, my man. Royce Laws in the building. Tiffany Raquel, thank you. My man Reg, that dude. The homie Tim Moore, what's up, bro? My man C's McKell, what's up, Kells? Cheeks in the building. Big bro Don Marshall in the reacts. We have my man Carl Seaton, also Elise Leslie, my man Gino, fresh off the boat, off the ship. You know what I'm saying? Doing his military duty, my man. So listen, appreciate y'all again. Thank you for rocking out with your favorite podcast, and you know, keep sharing the stream and keep on, man. Keep support, man. We love y'all. Thank you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Don Marshall. I just want to say that I saw your comments on Robert's post, and
Oh, Lord.
fuck you,
Lord.
because I have
Is this
not
thing
seen
on?
Shadas.
Is this
Probably
thing
won't
on?
watch Shadas till later this week.
Let's not go there.
Maybe next
Let's not go
week.
there. Let's not
However,
go
Nah,
there.
I
Let's
am
not go
nah.
there. Let's not go there.
You
95%
gotta
No,
watch
Nigerian
Shotters for the
heritage.
culture.
I'm
Rob,
gonna watch
Rob,
it for
we
the cultures. I just
Rob,
never
Rob.
have.
No,
Kind of never heard of it until you said something about it, and it's quite apparent from your post that a lot of people are in the same boat as I am.
A lot of
However,
people are deprived culturally, yes. A lot of people are
yeah,
in the same
whatever,
boat, yes.
whatever, Wharf. Let's continue to close the show.
yeah, thank you, because that was a rabbit hole ready made. Okay, we'll maybe look, maybe we'll do a full black card show one day. What do you guys think? What do you
Yeah,
guys
let's do a black card show. Yep,
Okay.
let's do it.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that.
I mean,
But
we
look, late.
can't do that
I
unless
don't
we
know. My
do
21%
all the
Europeans.
plethora of Black B movies that Perry and I shoot back and forth and
Oh
watch on a
gosh,
weekly
I'm
basis.
leaving. I'm leaving.
Oh my
I'm
Right,
leaving.
gosh,
exactly.
man.
I'm
Exactly.
out.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Exactly. So whatever.
Exactly,
Let's say bye.
exactly. But look, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you for checking us out on Straight to Tape. You know, you can catch us on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. The audio version of Straight to Tape, now powered by Acast, available on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Make sure you all of them, and I do mean, guess what?
All of them.
All of them.
All
Okay.
of all of
Make
them.
sure you
ALL
make sure you
apostrophe
mhm,
Yeah.
M. M. Okay. Make sure you're catching us on make sure you're catching us on our social media platforms. Make sure you go to, YouTube, S2T Media, hit subscribe. You know the deal. You know the deal.
We
Ladies and
everywhere.
gentlemen, exactly. We everywhere. Thank you for joining us on Straight to Tape for the Make sure you check us out next week. We got a special guest in the house. Who's that special guest? Look, we'll let your asses know
I saw
later this
that.
week. Okay. We'll
Titty
let y'all
dust
know.
in your milk. Titty
We'll
dust
let
in
y'all
your milk.
know
Put titty
later.
dust in your milk, and it looks like quick.
Now you see, I was about to give everyone that nice, for the, and here go Tico doing what Tico does best and messing it up for everyone. Man, what is wrong with you?
Have some titty dust milk.
Man, look, we out. Damn it, we out.